What's going on, y'all? This is that dude, my dude. Welcome back to another issue of the Low Budget Environment Podcast. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm glad you're here and all that good stuff. This one is more so of a rant. This one's pretty much a rant on modern gaming and all that good stuff. I was listening to some soundtracks of some old video games the other day. Don't judge me. My kid, he likes Sonic, so on his way to school, we be listening to the Sonic 2 soundtrack. But pretty much, that got me thinking. It's like, yo, how come not everything, but a lot of the games of yesteryear, or a lot of retro games, what we consider retro now, they slap so much harder than a lot of the new stuff that's out nowadays. Nowadays, there's some games that's few and far between that are absolute home runs. Like for me, I would say Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War 2018, and Ragnarok, as well as Sekiro. I'm just naming stuff off the top of my head. Metal Gear Solid. With the exception of Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes was kind of like a preview. I don't know how they sold people on that, but they did it. But just games like that, games that have substance. Well, not to say that a lot of the games don't have substance, but a lot of them don't have that replay value for me. Of course, I could sit there and play a couple matches of Call of Duty, but after 2 or 3 rounds, like I'm ready to get off the game and go handle some business or whatever. But I would like to hear your opinion. What's your opinion on modern gaming? What are some of your favorites? What do you wish that they could improve? What are some pet peeves of yours? Like for me, I hate the whole season pass or battle pass system, whatever they got. I remember the days of purchasing the game, and when you purchased the game, you had access to the game. All of it, with the exception of unlockables and things of that sort, and slight DLC that will come later. But a lot of these companies, they are getting a little too greedy, a little too big for their britches, and they're not delivering on the quality of the product. Now, I can understand, like, if it's a solid product, I'll shell out the money for that. But they have been selling us, unfinished products, mediocre products, products that just don't deliver. And one of the most recent examples I could think is the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. The launch of that was absolute terrible, and it took them about 3 years for them to get the game to where it needed to be. And I personally felt that if they just took the time to do that from jump, they could have avoided this whole fiasco to begin with. But hopefully it's a lesson that a lot of these game developers can learn from in the future. But you see what's going on in the background. This is one of my favorite games, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is some high-level gameplay from Jay Wong and button mashers and all that good stuff. But I remember playing this game right here in particular, like literally play it from sun up to sundown. Me and my boy, Leo, shout out to him, shout out to Falsehood. Be sure to go check that out, falsehoodlives.com. I remember we would just sit there playing this all day, go play some baseball, come back to the crib, and hop right back on it. This game had a replay value like no other. Of course, he had 56 characters and all that good stuff, but it was just a lot of fun, a lot of local fun. Of course, you could play this online because this was on Sega Dreamcast, which we had at the time, but we weren't playing online then. But the essence of simplicity and everything is here. You have all your favorite characters and they're fighting, and that's like literally that's it. So, it's no battle pass, no season pass. It's just like, who's better, me or you? Literally, that's it. And that's kind of the thing that I miss about games nowadays, because there's still that competitive aspect to it, but in the process, it's also pay to win in most cases, and I think that's pretty trash. But hopefully, the industry can get it together. There are some games or some companies that are delivering solid products, anytime they drop. An example will come out to me is freaking Rockstar. I can't remember the last bad game that they have dropped. If anybody can remember that, please drop that down in the comments below. But I just want to see the industry do better. Of course, it's making more money than it possibly can at the moment. But just imagine if they just started delivering better products. Imagine they deliver a Madden that's not broken, a 2K that's not broken. You know? Just imagine the possibilities. Like, I'd shell out some money for that. And hopefully, as an educated consumer, you do the same. But yo, this has been another issue of Planet. Damn, I keep getting this mixed up with the radio show. Well, the name of the radio show is Planet Brooklyn Radio, so check that out when you get a chance. But this is another issue of the Low Budget Environment Podcast with your host, That Dude, My Dude. And until next time, I'm out like big toes and small socks. Peace.